In order to frame the real heiress who had just been acknowledged, the adopted daughter deliberately staged a fall on the ground. She intended to use this chance to drive the girl out of the house, but unexpectedly, her father was furious when he saw it. How could she possibly push you on purpose? Immediately, without waiting for the adopted daughter to explain, he cut ties with her. The adopted daughter never imagined that her foster father, who always doted on her, would be so biased. And all of this is due to the girl's mother. It turns out that when the girl's mother was pregnant, she was kicked out of the house. For 18 years, she worked herself to death, raising the girl, and fell terminally ill. On her deathbed, she gave the girl files on 7 men, saying that one of these 7 is the girl's father. After some investigation, the girl discovered that these 7 men are all top elites in their respective fields. In order to figure out her mother's relationship with these 7 men, the girl quickly embarked on a journey to find her father, and her first target was the richest man in the country, Gu Lingfeng. The girl calculated the time the tycoon would appear and deliberately ran to the company entrance, claiming to be his daughter. The girl's noisy scene successfully caught the tycoon's attention. Upon hearing that the girl was impersonating his daughter, the tycoon instantly flew into a rage. But when the girl turned around, the tycoon suddenly froze in place. The girl then spoke her mother's name. Hearing this, the tycoon immediately called the girl to his office. After learning about what the girl had suffered over the years and the news of her mother's passing, the usually ruthless tycoon cried like a child, hating himself for not finding the mother and daughter sooner. To make up for the debt he owed the girl all these years, the tycoon decided to hold a recognition banquet in 3 days to publicly announce the girl's identity. The girl was overwhelmed and at a loss because she had originally just intended to test the tycoon. She didn't expect him to trust her so completely. To be absolutely safe, the girl secretly plucked a strand of the tycoon's hair and asked a friend to send it to the hospital for a DNA test. The next day, the girl nervously went to get the test results, but as soon as she entered, she saw the tycoon with a gloomy face. It turned out that on the day the girl sent the hair, the tycoon had directly acquired the hospital. Just when the girl didn't know how to explain, the tycoon suddenly asked the girl with a look of grievance, "Do you really not want to be my daughter that much?" The girl couldn't bear to see the tycoon sad, so she tore up the DNA report right in front of him. Worried the girl might change her mind, the tycoon immediately moved up the recognition banquet. He released the news of the girl's return to the Gu family that very day. The girl was bewildered as she was taken to the dressing room. She worried the tycoon wanted to use her for a political marriage, so she deliberately gave herself an afro hairstyle. But when the tycoon saw it, not only was he not angry, but he also praised the girl for having good taste, saying she must have inherited his artistic cells. Just like that, the girl appeared at the lavish banquet wearing an afro, although the guests found it laughable, but out of fear of the tycoon's authority. They could only insincerely praise the girl's unique temperament. Several wealthy young men even actively ran over to hit on her. This scene quickly aroused the jealousy of the Gu family's adopted daughter, seeing the adopted daughter walking towards her, because the adopted daughter's mother was her own mother's stepsister. Years ago, she was the one who incited their grandfather to kick her mother out. Facing the adopted daughter's deliberate provocation, the girl directly mocked her for being a fake. Hearing this, the adopted daughter was enraged and immediately staged a fake fall to the ground. She intended to use this to get the girl kicked out of the Gu family, but unexpectedly, after the tycoon saw it, he cut ties with the adopted daughter on the spot. "The girl is my only daughter, let alone pushing you. Even if she beat you up today, I would have no objections." After speaking, the tycoon directly kicked the adopted daughter out of the banquet, forbidding her from stepping into the Gu house ever again. The news of the tycoon domineeringly protecting his daughter soon hit the headlines, and this scene happened to be seen by a best actor in the distance. Looking at that incredibly familiar face, the best actor immediately ordered his staff to cancel all his schedules and rush to the recognition banquet, because this best actor is none other than the second father candidate the girl has been searching for.